Thanks. Well, homeowners and folks who live in Granbury will be out today to take a look at the damage that was left behind.
Fox 4's Latoya Silman is live in Granbury with a look at some of it. Latoya.
Right, you heard Saul mention those two neighborhoods, but we're just on the other side of that. We are on Bob White Road here, and you can see there is plenty of damage here. This used to be someone's home. It is now nothing but a pile of debris. And just next to that, there's a garage where you can see a car is heavily damaged. So we were walking through this area earlier, and I can tell you, as far as the eye can see, you can see debris just scattered everywhere along this road. It's not too far away from one of the main roads, Acton. But yes, this is the situation on this road. A lot of people have been traveling up and down it because they want to get to those two neighborhoods that you heard Saul talking about, but they're not letting anyone in because it's just not safe right now. And so some people are just saying they can't wait to see what they have left. We talked to a woman named Judith Buckner who has lived here for 19 years. She said she had never been through anything like this, even though she's lived in places like Missouri and Kansas before. She was in a travel trailer when that tornado came through, and here's more of what she had to say about that moment when she knew that she was in trouble.
I heard it break loose from its holdings, you know, and just started rolling, and then I blacked out a little bit. And when I came to, I was laying on my back, and all this protective stuff had fallen on top of me and saved me from the wind and the rain and debris, and it was just really a miracle. It really was.
And Judith says that she sustained some injuries. In fact, she says that she has a foot that's broken. She also has a toe that's broken, and she also has a really huge bruise on one of her legs there. And so she was one of the lucky ones, obviously, because she made it out of this thing alive. But she said there was times when she didn't think that that was going to be possible. Now, right back out here where we are, if you look, you can see these power poles ahead, how the damage is even draped over that. In fact, that's problematic. Of course, they don't have power in this area, and we were told by a power crew that they're going to be coming through here in about an hour and a half or so to try to repair these lines. So that's good news and progress there, because if you go to some of these areas, not just even just a street over, you'll see that it looks like nothing even happened in this area. But that always happens when you have tornadoes. It seems like they touch down, they move from place to place, and some areas hit harder than others. But certainly Judith is one of those people that is really suffering from this, even though she is in fact lucky because she's alive. 6 dead. Deputies are saying they really hope that that number holds fast and that no one else was killed in any of this. But again, everything's early. It's still dark out here. They're really waiting for the daylight to get more of a handle on what they're dealing with here. And another note, as I was just told moments ago by the people who are coordinating the efforts here for volunteers, is they're asking people to not just show up in Granbury. They're asking you to go to the First Methodist, the Methodist Church here, and that's on 301 Loop 56. So they're asking every volunteer who wants to help out to go to the Methodist Church, again at 301 Loop 567, because they really want this to be a coordinated effort. They don't want people just going around willy-nilly, if you will. So if you want to come out and help, please go to the Methodist Church. That's the latest information from here. But as you heard Sol will say, we hope to get more information at 8 o'clock. Tim and Dan?
Yeah, and Latoya, this is we say this is in a neighborhood. This is not like a traditional suburban neighborhood where the houses are stacked on top of one another. You might be a good quarter mile away from your nearest neighbor, so that widens the search area as they start looking for survivors.
Well, certainly on Bob White. I'm being told that where Judith lived, for example, she's in one of those hard-hit areas. She said that it was a subdivision. There were a number of trailers in her area, but also some normal homes or regular homes that had foundation, if you will. So you're right, this is a rural area, so they're not as close as, say, if you lived in Plano or someplace like that in a more incorporated area. But certainly a situation where everyone knows everyone, and so people are trying to just help each other out and wanting to know what's going on. But again, where we're standing right here, the homes are somewhat far away, but I'm being told those two neighborhoods are more populated than where we are standing right now.
All right, Latoya Silman reporting for us in Granbury this morning. Thanks very much.